How's it going, everybody? Mr. Poestyle here with another Mr. Poestyle video, and today we're going to talk about and or play Alien Syndrome. Remember that? Alien Syndrome, and we're going to play the arcade version on my Pandora. We're going to play Tengen's NES version, the unofficial, the unlicensed bad boy game. NES, and then finally we will play Alien Syndrome Sega Master System. We'll give this a whirl. What we'll do is play through the first level of each, or as far as I can get in each. This will be my first time playing any version of this game. Don't believe I ever played it in the arcade. I've looked it up. The arcade cabinet is pretty neat with the alien head that lights up on top above the marquee and everything. Pretty neat looking. If I remember, I'll put a picture here somewhere of it. But we didn't get to arcades very often back in the day. And when we did, a lot of times we played things that were familiar. We had certain stores around here, certain games that we loved, you know, Mr. Doo's Castle, Spy Hunter, Burger Time, you know, things like that, Rampage. So a lot of times we went back to the games that we already knew and loved, although we would explore and play things like Operation Wolf and a bunch of other games too. But in the 80s, you know, space was real popular, and there were so many video games out there that were space and or alien related that sometimes it was just hard to choose. You only had so many quarters and so much time if you were at one of the malls, you know, one of the arcades in the mall. Until we got older and friends, teenage friends, had cars and we got to the malls a little bit longer. Still, money was an issue, so you tried to pick what you thought looked really cool. Alien Syndrome just really wasn't on my radar at the time, but when I went to Steel City Con last month in December, one of the vendors actually had some games at a decent price, wasn't trying to gouge like most of the other ones are now. And I saw Alien Syndrome there, and I remember seeing this for rent or for sale back when it was new. But now I have this little thing, you know, I like the look of these Tengen games, the black cartridge. So I bought it and Pac-Man just to add to the other Tengen games I have. And then from there, I went ahead and thought, well, okay, it was out for the NES, which is strange because, I mean, it's Tengen, but it is a Sega game. Sega at the arcade, Sega. And of course it came out for Master System. Didn't have my Master System until 5 or 6 years ago. Didn't have one growing up. Didn't know anybody that had one. Everybody had NES in our area. So got it for both. We'll give her a try here. Like I said, one level of each should suffice. We'll see how I do. Maybe I won't even get through one level of each. So let's go to the game play.
Round 1. The time bomb is set.
Come on, give us a chance here. cheats.
Round 1. The time bomb is set.
Mm. Cheaters.
Go to the exit.
Cheater.
Round 1. The time bomb is set. Go to the exit.
Cheers. Alright. Enough of that garbage, fathead. He kind of looks like me, though. Close enough. Terrible. Whoa, I didn't see what hit me there. Terrible. More like Sega bastard system. Huh? Who's with me? Oh, this D-pad. Killer. Alright. Alright, you're not doing anything I want you to. Oh, respawning mother fudges. These guys shoot. Respawning right on me. What a bunch of bull. I don't know if I'll get to the first boss on this. I'll be honest with you. I don't have a lot of time to spend here. They've definitely... a little more ramped up difficulty wise. Or maybe it's just the D-pad, you know, from the NES version. Wrong. No, they take you the whole way out of the game. I mean, at least they bring you right back here to where you died. But yeah. Okay, where is my wall map? Is there a wall map in this one? Yikes. I will never get to that first boss. Maybe I need a little joystick love on this game instead of this darned gamepad. Seems like it runs out of control. You know, he's just flying everywhere. Maybe we'll just run and or gun, but there's just, I can't even straighten out to hit these guys. But I guess the name of the game, well, not the name of the game, but the idea is to clear out all the captives, the crew, and get the heck out. So I can understand that. You want to move fast. Ah, this is rough. This is rough. It's not, they're not going where I want them to. He's not going where I want him to go. And as far as where I'm at, I don't know. Where's the wall map? tells me where my fellas are. Where's my fellas? Did I go over here yet? Or was that last time? Oof. Music to me is making me guess that I need to get to the exit. It's kind of like that hurry up and get the hell out music, I guess. There's no prompt on the screen aside from get the hell out music. Oh gosh, I've reached a dead end. Alright, well, I don't have any more time tonight. What a bummer. Difficulty's definitely ramped up with this one. I'm gonna put it all down to this darn gamepad. Let's wrap it up! Okay, so that was Alien Syndrome for the arcade, for the NES by Tengen, and for the Sega Master System. What was my favorite? Well, of course, the arcade is the original. The creatures and the NES version stuck closer to the arcade original was. Sega Master System, they didn't look like little weird shrimp. They looked like aliens from Alien. So, I mean, that was different. How they made them different and how they even made this different from the arcade, which Sega made. But Nintendo had closer looking enemies, as far as I could tell, to the arcade original. Although Nintendo wasn't really involved here at all, so Tengen did it. Which was my favorite. Of course, you got to say arcade, because it is the arcade. Thought it was a little smoother, better control, and more to the source material, maybe, with the Tengen one. The control was easy. Maybe it's just because I grew up with and loved the NES, felt more natural. Had some problems with the gamepad for the Master System, of course. Didn't really seem to be going where I wanted to go. Was all over the place with that. I thought it looked better on the NES than the Master System. I thought the control was a little better. Now, to be fair, I didn't even get through one full level of this, but that's because I attribute that to the bad controls. Maybe it's just my control pad. But I enjoyed this one a little bit more. And, of course, the arcade version was a fun game. So yeah, I would definitely suggest you try them out for whichever systems you have, or if you have emulators, try them out for all of them. I do have a Commodore 64 Mini. The game was out for the Commodore 64 back in the day as well, but I don't have that ROM on my Mini at this time. Was just kind of throwing this video together, so maybe at some point I'll download that. We'll try that out on the Mini. But fun game, good times. Try this version out. Wasn't too bad. Unfortunately, my son was at work, like he does in the evenings on the weekends, so I would have loved to have tried two-player, because back in the day, two-player meant gold in my house. You know, starting out with the 2600, there wasn't a ton of two-player games, not at the same time, unless you were against each other, like Warlords, etc. My brother and I would play Frogs and Flies for a long time, just because, yeah, there was a rivalry there, but there was two players on the screen at the same time. You jumped around, especially in the free jump mode. You did whatever the heck you wanted. So when Nintendo came around and you finally had some co-op games. That was awesome. We loved co-op games. Now we would do the 2-player versus too, but co-op was where it was at, you know. We played games like Contra and Atari Warriors, and we just played those games for hours and hours on end. We loved that kind of stuff. So it's probably even more fun with 2 players together, not 2-player alternate like things like Double Dragon did and stuff, unfortunately, on the NES. But I think it would have been more fun to try that out. Maybe in a future video I will, if me and my son can actually, and my son and I can actually sit down and try out all 3 of these together again. But let me know what you think of Alien Syndrome in the comments down below. Do you have the feels for it? Like I said, I don't remember it. I do remember seeing it, I think, sitting in rental stores or whatever. But again, aliens were such a big deal at the time that there was about 9 billion alien type games back then. So hard to choose. But do you like it? Is it one of your favorites? Do you have it for the Master System or NES? Or do you play MAME? Do you have an original cabinet with that cool monster light-up head on there? Let me know down below. And as always, thank you for joining me for another video. And we will see you, hopefully, on the next one. Later. Oh, Nacho. Come here, Nacho. No biting. No bite. Ooh, no biting. Oh, Nacho, stop.